Hi there, Malcolm here with my 380th Booktube video. Today I'll be bringing you a book review for Star Wars, The New Jedi Order, Agents of Chaos Book 2, Jedi Eclipse by James Luceno. This is the 5th book in the New Jedi Order series, which chronicles the Yuuzhan Vong invasion of a galaxy that existed a long time ago, far, far away. Gone at any pretense of sneakiness, the Yuuzhan Vong are very blatantly and loudly invading planet after planet of the galaxy. Han Solo is off in the Millennium Falcon with an acquaintance he met in the last book, trying to track down his people, who are refugees who've gone missing. Leia has returned to the Hapes cluster, where she was once betrothed to their prince, to ask if they're willing to throw in with the New Republic in defending the galaxy against the invaders. And Anakin and Jason return to Centerpoint Station at Corellia with a view of reactivating it as a weapon against the Yuuzhan Vong. An extra level of intrigue are that the Hutts have apparently thrown their lot in with the Yuuzhan Vong in a means to protect their own interests, but Hutts aren't exactly trustworthy, and the Yuuzhan Vong have made it clear that they want to invade everything in this galaxy, so that's an alliance that's not going to hold for very long. And there's a few other things going on as well, but there's a lot of threads going on, but not so many you can't keep track of what's what. You know, there's intrigue, there's betrayal, there's politics, there's action, and adventure. I found the story was quite solid, no real complaints with it. Han, I think, is beginning to get it back together again. He's still being a bit of an arse, but he's dealing with the invasion in his way, like he would with anything else. And the Jedi are still trying to work out where they fit into the galaxy. Are they warriors? Are they defenders? Should they lead the attack? And there are various factions of the Jedi having split now, having come up with different ways of approach to this argument and acting upon it. Or not. And it is really a story about division, that even though the threat of everything is forefront, infighting, politicking, trying to get one up over the other man, and differing ideals still remain. We've seen plenty of stories where two separate factions are unified against a common threat, but actually this meeting isn't necessarily as realistic as one would hope, because there's just so many people who want to be the one to make the decisions, the one to do this, we should do that, we should do this. It doesn't help that the Yuuzhan Vong are spreading misinformation and lies about the Jedi and about the New Republic that the masses are believing. It doesn't help that those in charge, having not been in this situation before, don't know what the right choices are, so any choice that they do make are then closely scrutinised as being wrong. And then there are other factions who are deliberately trying to throw their lot in with the Yuuzhan Vong and say, well, they're going to win, I've chosen my allegiance, I'm now going to undermine the establishment from within. Which isn't helping things either. And being the 5th book, this war is already beginning to feel exhausting. But then look at my shelves, I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more books to go. I'm just hoping I'm not going to get Yuuzhan Vong fatigue by the end of it. Now I'm reading my books in a sort of 35 book cycle, so I've got at least 30 odd other books to read before I go on to book 6 of the series, just to refresh the palette as it were. But having just finished book 5, with another 14 to go, this galaxy is going to take one serious pounding from these Yuuzhan Vong. The other thing I would say counts against this one is it is quite involved in other books that came previously, specifically the Corellian trilogy and Showdown at Centerpoint in particular, as it introduces the installation that features towards the end of this story. You know, the New Jedi Order isn't necessarily a series you can just pick up and read, having not read any other Star Wars. You'd need to have read the Jedi Academy trilogy, the Corellian trilogy, and quite a lot of the X-Wing as well, just to know who some of these characters are, or things, and anyway, I've been reading the whole series chronologically, so it's not been a problem for me. So have you read Jedi Eclipse? What did you think about it? Please try to avoid putting spoilers about what happens in the next 14 books. I do vaguely know I have read the new Essential Chronology. Or how do you feel when you're only 5 books into a 19 book series? Comments down below please, but as usual, if there's nothing nice to say then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and all the YouTube things if you want. And until next time, see you later.